Hi everybody, welcome to Two Jews on Film. I'm Joan, and today I am reviewing a film called Black Mass. I'm sure many of you have heard of it. Johnny Depp stars in it and he plays Whitey Bulger. If you don't know who Whitey Bulger is, Whitey Bulger was basically a lowlife, disgusting, sadistic murderer and drug dealer. He's from South Boston, and in the 70s, his childhood friend, John Connolly, played brilliantly by Joel Edgerton, I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong, Edgerton, gets him to be an FBI informant because the FBI is obsessed with bringing down the Italian mob. Well, what happens is Whitey Bulger winds up running the biggest drug operation in Boston. He gets drugs into schools. You know, he does all kinds of lousy stuff, and his friend that works for the FBI just becomes more and more corrupt. Okay, the problem with this movie, yes, Johnny Depp is great. His makeup is astounding. He's totally transformed. Joel Edgerton is great. The whole cast is great. But what is not great is the story. First of all, they never show anything about Whitey Bulger's drug operation. They don't show how it got started, how big it was. You know, they don't show other members in the crew. All they show is Whitey Bulger killing one person after another. If you pissed Whitey Bulger off, you got killed. If he thinks you ratted on him, you get killed. I mean, that's basically, the film. It's like one scene after another. There are some brilliant scenes in the movie. There's a scene between Johnny Depp and Juliana Nicholson, who is the John Connolly character's wife, and that's a really great scene. And there's a scene at the dinner table involving steak and secret family recipes. That's great. But it's like the same thing. How many times can we see Whitey Bulger kill somebody and still be interested in it? The FBI, which this part is interesting, they weren't able to catch him until 2011. They found him in Santa Monica, California. He's an old man. In fact, I know a couple people that actually saw him walking his dog, which I think is, I don't know, like kind of interesting. Yeah, now he's in federal prison. Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch, this part was interesting. He plays Whitey Bulger's brother, and he is the exact opposite of Whitey. He is one of the most powerful men in Boston. He's a state senator. He's not corrupt in the least, but at the same time, he knows what his brother does, and he doesn't really say anything about it. It's almost like he doesn't, want to hear it. I like the part of the script that explores, the friendships, and how they're loyal to each other to a point. A lot of the film is done in flashbacks that people are talking to, I guess, as an FBI agent, and they're telling about their experiences with Whitey Bulger. Look, at times the movie had a little Martin Scorsese flavor to it, but the thing about Martin Scorsese's films and Francis Ford Coppola, when they did, a film about the mob, gangsters, they made it so interesting. They gave it such a well-developed story. It was layered. This wasn't. I was bored after 2 hours, of watching him in various and sundry ways just murder one person after another. It was kind of like, yeah, who cares? Why do we do a movie about this dude? Is it just to see, Johnny Depp put on this makeup and kind of, these ugly teeth and, do some killer acting performance, which he did. I have to say, it's one of his best performances in years. I actually like Joel Edgerton better. I mean, well, he was the one that really stood out for me. He's a wonderful writer and director. Okay. Oh, there's a film I did not review. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Sicaria. It means hitman in Spanish, starring Benicio del Toro, Emily Blunt. And I have to say, if you want to go see a movie this week, well, first you should see Pawn Sacrifice, but if it's not playing in your area, go see Sicario. It's really quite fantastic. I mean, I was at the edge of my seat. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Everest, not so much. It's grueling. You don't really get to know anything about the guys that climb Mount Everest. You don't know about what motivated them. So that too I lost interest in it after a while. All right, back to Black Mass. I am giving it 3 bagels and a half with a little bit of lox, cream cheese, and capers. It opens in theaters Friday, September 18th, and I would really love to know what you all think of this film, if you so choose to see it. Please subscribe to Two Jews on Film on YouTube, and you can listen to us at jcastnetwork.org. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend. Bye. Oh, camera. Whoops.